Attack on Titan and Roblox. Two things you wouldn't think go together. But what if I told you for over a decade, fans have been creating some of the most intense, chaotic, and legendary AOT games on the Roblox platform. Some were forgotten, some became icons, and one took over everything. But with that being said, today we will be playing Roblox AOT games from each year. We will first start off where it all began in 2014. AOTB by Films. Now this game was literally the first of its kind on the platform, as there were no Attack on Titan games prior to this game because the anime hadn't even aired yet. Now the first thing I noticed was obviously the blocky characters. It looked really unique, I can't lie. They even had multiple characters like Levi, Mikasa, etc. You can just tell everything was made out of just parts. Now we have meshes and stuff like that. Now something that caught me off guard when I was just swinging around, the Colossal Titan actually just kicked down the wall, so I'm like, what the? Then a boss HP bar came up. Now I thought this game was literally just swinging around in ODM gear, as keep in mind this game was made a decade ago. But yeah, it's actually insane how built different these developers were, as the Roblox studio had less features and was more limited than the current studio we have now. Anyways, that is the first game, AOTB, a simple Attack on Titan game that still works surprisingly. It even has a PvP game mode and a free roam, which is actually just insane to me. Now, with that being said, guys, let's move on to the next one. Alright, guys, for 2016, we have the legendary game Downfall. Now, this is made by the same guy as the last one, Films. And what is crazy, I remember playing this game in 2016 when I was a little kid, and I did not know this game was based off an anime called Attack on Titan. Now, this game was a pretty big upgrade from the last one, as the ODM gear feels much cleaner and the animations look sick. I would actually recommend trying this game out. It feels really nice, and there also are around 80 people still playing this game, which is actually insane. But yeah, I honestly don't know how I used to survive on this game, as I didn't used to play with a mouse. But yeah, aside from that, this game genuinely looks really good. Anyways, that being said, let's move on to 2019, which is probably one of the most peak years for AOT games on the platform. Alright, so 2019, the peak game, Attack on Titan Last Breath. Now this game was revolutionary at the time. Like, this is actually insane compared to the other two games. It was one of the first AOT Roblox games that felt like a full-fledged game, a real grind, a real goal, and a ton of replayability, which is essential for any game. This game added structures like boss fights, missions, PvP. 2019 is really just a good year for AOT fans. But yeah, I'll be showing you a famous clip. You guys have probably seen it before. But yeah, what gave Last Breath its unique identity was the way they used the cutscenes and how difficult the game actually was. But yeah, pretty much this game was a way higher quality than every other AOT game out there at the time. Even today, the quality is still being matched. But yeah, all I can say, this game was executed very well. The boss fights look extremely difficult. And look at this, you legit had to hit the elbows. Like, bro, I am not aiming for the elbows. But yeah, I can't lie, I know I keep glazing this game. This was ahead of its time, I ain't gonna lie. I do wish the developers make a second one of these games. The boss fights look absolutely fire. As of now, this game does still have a small player base. But yeah, I do recommend checking Attack on Titan Last Breath out. It's a really good game, I ain't gonna lie. That being said, let's move on to 2020. Now that is none other than Untitled Attack on Titan. Now this game was the biggest AOT game for many years until another Attack on Titan game came out, and you guys probably know what it is. But yeah, just like Last Breath, cutscenes were a thing now, so obviously Untitled Attack on Titan utilized them. Now I can't lie, this has been a hot minute since I've touched this game, but yeah, I forgot how beautiful the ODM gear feels in this game. I also do have the Reese family on this, and I hope AOTR could do something like this, as the Reese clan ability looks so cool, bro. Summon 2 Titans to help you. It's pretty obvious why the game blew up, because finally it wasn't just a Titan killing sandbox. It had different abilities, boss fights, cosmetics, squad mechanics, controller support, and of course, buttery smooth ODM gear. For many fans, this was the AOT game to beat. Even I used to grind this game, bro. Anyways, with that being said, let's move on to 2022. Alright, so I wanted to mention 2 games in this era. The first game is Attack on Titan Evolution. AOTE led the charge. Instead of pure skill-based gameplay, this one leaned into RPG mechanics with leveling systems and upgrade trees. Like, this game wasn't everyone's cup of tea. This was like, what? My second time playing and I'm dominating these titans with ease. Honestly, most people just stuck to Untitled Attack on Titan. The ODM gear felt much better than this one. Pretty much, people got bored of this game pretty fast, I ain't gonna lie. But this was a foundation for something bigger. Now, the second game I'm about to mention has a complete opposite approach from AOTE. Alright, so this is none other than Attack on Titan Freedom War. This game is an absolute masterpiece. Essentially, AOT Freedom War is a permadeath multiplayer PvP game set during Attack on Titan's first 3 seasons. It's basically a massive war against the warriors and the scouts, but it's an extremely difficult game as it's also permadeath, so if you die, you have to spectate like what I'm doing right now. Now, this gameplay looks like it's from the anime, bro. I've honestly only heard positive things from this game. Basically, to play, what you want to do is join a server. You'll most likely have to wait till the stage ends, so you have to spectate until then. Then you finally get into the go-to game, bro. So pretty much you want to try survive and play along in the storyline. It's a pretty unique game. It's probably one of the best Roblox games out there. The only problem is it's too difficult for many players, so that's why it has a low player count. I do recommend checking out Attack on Titan Freedom War. Sadly, as of currently, you can only play it on PC. You might be able to on Xbox, I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, the next and last game is obviously gonna be Attack on Titan Revolution. This game didn't just enter the scene, it literally took over. I mean, just look at this. AOTR on release had about 40k active players. Not a single AOT game on the platform has reached that many players before, which is genuinely insane. To put it this way, Untitled AOT has never came close to 40k concurrent players. Now, what was the reason for AOTR's success? Well, the game dropped in early 2024 when the Attack on Titan final season had just wrapped up. So basically, many players wanted to play the game during that time, including me. But yeah, this game wasn't just kill titans and log off. It has a very addictive progression loop as you can prestige, get rare drops, etc. Also, a big hook for me is killing titans is so satisfying. I mean, look at this. There's literally impact frames every time you kill a titan. But yeah, the VFX on this game is actually insane. I really believe AOTR is going to be the biggest AOT game on the Roblox platform for quite a long time. It's kind of hard to match the quality of this game. Like, we even have a whole skill tree, tons of different perks to create your own unique build, a prestige system so you can keep grinding the game, and a Titan mastery for every single shifter in the game. Currently, we have the attack, female, and armored serum. And aside from all that, there's an inventory with tons of different items, cosmetics, and stuff like that. The game's cutscenes are honestly the best on the platform. I think the game has a lot of smooth animations. It has a really good world building with a realistic texture. It's going to be pretty hard for any other AOT game with the RPG approach to beat AOTR, I can't lie. That being said, I think AOTR is genuinely a great game. If you haven't tried it out, I definitely recommend to. AOTR is genuinely just sitting on a gold mine with tons of potential content they can add. I'm personally really excited to see what future updates we'll be getting. But yeah, aside from all that, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll appreciate it a ton if you could like and subscribe. Anyways, take care guys, and goodbye.